Hey, it's Channel Dad Bryon Lape, and welcome back, everybody, to Captain Marvel Monday, where the Captain Marvel news just never stops, and you don't know what's going to happen next. So we have from, I think this is cheatsheet.com or something like that. Yep, showbizcheatsheet.com. We have some more information about and speculation about Captain Marvel 2. So there's a rumor running around that Rogue will be the first of the X-Men that hasn't already in the MCU, since we have Scarlet Witch, there's some speculation about whether Anna Paquin will reprise her role as Rogue. Now, it's not, this is only rumor and it's only speculation, and as far as we know for certain, it's going to be in Phase 5. And we don't know what Captain Marvel 2 is going to encompass, but there's a possibility that Rogue will show up. And I wouldn't be surprised if this is, say, a post-credit end scene where she shows up and takes Captain Marvel's powers, puts her in a coma, and that's kind of sets up the big bad for Phase 5, maybe Phase 6, because Captain Marvel's out of commission for a little bit. Who knows? I think this is a great way to segue into Monica Rambeau being either a Captain Marvel or Miss Marvel or something, but we'll see what they do with it. So, which X-Men characters will join the MCU? So it's X-Men, not necessarily mutants. Is it that Doctor Strange will begin to assemble the Illuminati in the Universe of Madness, Multiverse of Madness? Well, that sounds cool. Calling upon Reed Richards, Mr. Fantastic, and Professor Xavier as pivotal members. Will the Hulk and Wolverine really face off in an epic installment, as Mark Ruffalo reportedly desires? That would be interesting. Or will Rogue, a mutant whose origin story previously received the short end of the stick, join the soiree in Captain Marvel 2? So there's a nice picture of Anna. I'm not sure how old this is. What is that on her arm? Is that a patch? Can't quite tell what I'm looking at. But anyway, oh, this is when she was playing Rogue. Okay. In X-Men 3, The Last Stand. Okay. Based on insider reports concerning Rogue's possible appearance in Captain Marvel 2, as well as recent events surrounding Kevin Feige and the actors behind former Fox Mutants, seeing Anna Paquin. Is it Paquin? Paquin? Let me know in the comments below how badly I've mispronounced her name. Take on Rogue One once more might not be made too implausible. Man, that energy drink's really kicking in. I took it a couple hours ago. My goodness. Let's break it down. Break it down. Break it down. Rogue will allegedly join Captain Marvel 2 as an adversary. I don't know. I like this actually because there were several X-Men who were adversarial. Some joined. I should say mutants. Some joined the X-Men. Some joined Magneto. And some were kind of, rogue, as it were, in between. According to Marvel and DC Insider, Mickey Sutton, and reported on by Superhero Buzz, and later by We Got This Covered. Yeah, I don't know, man. We Got This Covered sometimes. They miss the mark a lot. The first X-Men character to join the MCU may not be one of the most notable or the most integral to the team's formation. Meaning, while people assume Wolverine, Professor X, Storm, and Magneto might be the first to make their MCU entrances, Rogue may snag the first mutant appearance. Okay, so Sutton has heard from several inside sources that Rogue is being developed to be a key figure in reviewing the X-Men under the intense vision of Kevin Feige. In reviewing, I would expect that to be like never mind. Just like her iconic book, her comic book debut, Rogue will appear as a villain and a member of the mutant terrorist group. I could have sworn, wasn't she a villain in the X-Men movies too? Didn't she have something to do with the train? It's been a long time since I've seen those. Captain Marvel 2 will not only serve to introduce Rogue, but also a larger mutant terrorist group, which will lay the groundwork for future mutant introductions. That's fine. While the mutant terrorist group likely triggers memories of the Brotherhood, the group may go by a different name, to avoid the narrative and character burnout associated with Magneto under Fox. As Sutton does go on to explain, however, will Anna suit up once more. So this I guess is a more recent. This is a video. I don't know. I'm not going to share it. Don't want to get copyright strike. What is she? 40? Isn't she in her 40s nowadays? She might be a little too old for that role. Kind of like they recast, Rebecca Romijn for the Mystique role. Kevin Feige has been talking about. They're all younger than I am, but sometimes the characters have their. And I like this version of Rogue better, which we haven't seen. I'm not sure about the lime green, but anyway, I recently met with Patrick Stewart to discuss Professor Xavier, and I notice I don't say Xavier because it's just Xavier, Javier, While Stewart explained he would unlikely to return to Professor X following Logan. I think that's fine. He's also getting quite old for that part. The meeting is still quite revealing. You could have him kind of almost like a reconstitution, especially if you have something with the multiverse pieces where the end of Logan he kind of morphs, like I say, reappears, if you will, as a younger self. I think that would be interesting to do. So, he suggested and interested in hiring former. I can see that. And, are they going to get Jennifer as opposed to Rebecca? We'll see. During an interview with Sonic the Hedgehog, for Sonic the Hedgehog, not with, James Marsden explained that he will also still talks to Kevin Feige. Well, that's an awkward sentence. It would be crazy to walk away from the opportunity to play Cyclops once more. If Kevin Feige is going after some of Fox's X-Men, who is to say he won't target Anna? However, certain reports indicate that Alexandra Daddario or a similar actress may be in line for the role. That would be interesting. Alexandra, yeah, obviously there's something with her hair, but Alexandra also has really intense eyes that I think that character needs. There's a bit of a mysteriousness about Rogue that would be lost. However, certain reports indicate that, Daddario is best known for roles in Why Kill Women, Baywatch, San Andreas, The Layover, and more. While Daddario would surely be an impeccable job, seeing Paquin return to the role would please fans of the Fox franchise. And that is it. So that is the end of the article. I don't see any comments. So what do you think? Do you think Anna returning to this role would be interesting? Do you think it's kind of overkill or too late? They're most likely going to reboot or kind of recenter the mutants in some fashion in the MCU. We already have some of that kind of with Scarlet Witch. We could get kind of the mutant initiative, the military kind of go crazy, something like that. In particular with after the events after Endgame. So I could see the governments of the world not wanting a repeat of Thanos and trying their own things and coming up with some of these mutants or something like that. I do wonder how well Daddario would do as Mystique, and who's that other, or Jean Grey. She does her eyes are pretty intensive. I know people are going to think, oh, you're just talking about her boobs. No, I mean her eyes. You just look at her eyes without any. She's a very intense color, and so that might be interesting. I think Jean Grey needs a darker eye, though. I think someone really dark eyes might be better. I know I'm really particular about that. Anyway, so what do you think? Do you think Anna coming back as Rogue would be great? Do you think someone else? You don't like Alexandra? Do you like someone else? Let me know in the comments below. And who knows? This is all speculation, and we may or may not see it. And that might be a part. Like I said, it might be a thing that's near the end of, or the heroes think they've won the day in Captain Marvel 2, and Rogue shows up, steals her powers, and then disappears. And now you've got this. We've got a fallen hero, puts her in a coma. We have a fallen Avenger, and now we have to regroup from that. And that would be an interesting dynamic that they haven't really explored in the MCU. All right, I mean, in the midstream, right? Yes, at the end of Endgame, yes, we lost several Avengers, but it wasn't at the end of Infinity War permanently. So that would be interesting. All right, thank you very much, and we'll see you. Goodbye. Is it working? All right, cool. Yeah, it seems to be okay. 3, 2, and 7.